Hello everyone, named Jalisa, JJ Movie so Cheshire reviews everybody. Right now I want to give you my top 10 Vampire Diaries and original villains. Now this is all about the TV show Vampire Diaries and originals, about the main best villains in my opinion, overall compared to the worst. And here's the thing, I'm not including the ones like Damon, Stefan, or Caroline when they didn't have their humanity on, or when they didn't, or they sort of didn't have their humanity on. So, this is my own personal top 10. Respect my opinion, I respect yours. Let me get an honorable mention to one of the specific characters, Celeste. She was in the original season 1. Her trying to pit the Michaelsons against each other was awesome, in my opinion, to get revenge over Elijah, because he chose family over her. And hell no, have no fury like a woman scorned. That basically is what she is, Celeste. But let's start off with the top 10. Number 10, it comes from the originals TV show, and this woman only appeared in 2 episodes, but I thought she was amazing. Eva Sinclair. This is played by Macy Richard Sellers. She plays the Rebecca Michelson, the second Rebecca Michelson, and basically the second version of her. And basically, she's a freaking madhouse, Macy Richardson Sellers. When she's Eva Sinclair, my God, is she evil. Gonna sacrifice 12 kids in order to make a new witch, basically a new witch compound, not even a witch compound. It's just basically a new district, a new version of her where she's the leader and how she's more powerful, but it requires blood sacrifice. And she was vicious. I enjoyed her. She creeped the fuck out of me. But my God, Macy Richardson Sellers sold me for Eva Sinclair, and I did enjoy her character. Eva Sinclair is number 10. Now, number 9, I'm giving to West Maxfield, or the Augustine Vampire Community. They take place in Vampire Season 5. Basically, they were experimenting on vampires. They torture them, rip out their organs, and do a whole matter of stuff for scientific research. Whereas to heal blood or to make vampires feed on vampires, they were very experimental scientists, and that's what I really enjoyed about Vampire Season 5. They were, you could say they're very human, but they're human and all that stuff, but they're not very humane in many cases for what they did to those vampires and all the stuff. Yeah, you guys had it coming. If you guys get slaughtered, yeah, you kind of had it coming. Not all vampires were bad people, but still, what the fuck? That was messed up, but I loved it. Augustine Vampire Community. Number 9. Number 8, I'm getting to Atticus, Shane, and the Hunters. Now, Shane appeared in Vampire Season 4, and he had all these hunters. Basically, these hunters were basically sent to kill a whole bunch of vampires to learn about Silas so they could free him and so he could bring back the dead and everything. And, the hunters were basically out there to kill the vampires, and they were basically there to kill Silas, but Shane wanted to use Silas to resurrect his wife and all that stuff. Even though they're kind of sympathetic, because I am very sympathetic towards Shane, that he just wanted his wife back, and the vampire hunters, they just, basically, they were in a spell in order to kill vampires. It doesn't matter if they believed them good or not. They were just obsessed with them and just drove them to kill. And I felt very bad for those hunters, but overall they made fantastic villains for our group against Damon, Stefan, and Elena. They were interesting characters, and I really did enjoy them in Season 4 of Vampire Diaries. So yeah, number 7 is, number 8 is Augustine, Shane, and the Hunters. Number 6 is a tie. It's Silas and the Tester in Season 5. In some cases, Silas is just a villain because he's an asshole, but the reason why hell no have no fear like a woman's horn, Katesh is one evil bitch. I mean, let's just start off what she does. She creates a hunter's mark on them, a hunter's mark on certain hunters, certain individuals who have potential to be hunters, to basically hunt down vampires no matter if they want to or not, and they become obsessed with this idea that they don't care who gets in their way. She basically curses these 5 men in some cases just to get her revenge on Silas and to kill him. And her act of basically creating the other side and the mystical stuff is so she could be reunited with her one true love. But when it doesn't fall as planned, when her best friend sleeps with her, the man that she loves, she makes her best friend into stone, and her best friend goes crazy through 1,000 years. Katesha is a woman that you not ever want to take advantage of. You just better be the most loyal man to her, or, my God, I think you'd rather have your balls ripped off, because basically that's what she just does to Silas. And Silas was funny, and Paul Wesley does an amazing job as being sarcastic and funny, and I do enjoy Silas, his version of Silas, and yeah, I do enjoy Silas. So Silas and Katesh, number 6. Now, the top 5, this is my own personal opinion, the top 5 to me are just really, really great at being villains. Number 5 is none other than Kai. He appeared in Vampire Season 6. The best thing about Vampire Season 6 was Kai. Basically, he's a guy who was from the Gemini Coven. He killed, basically, his family always treated him like an abomination, or his father did. So he decided to prove his father right by killing all his other siblings except for his other sister so he could turn and he become the new leader of Gemini Coven. He just wanted revenge in all that cases. And in some cases, he does oppose a little bit of kindness, but he's messed up. He's a serial killer and a half. I mean, my God, Kai was just an evil, evil person. Killing Joe at the end of Vampire Season 6 with her unborn babies. Oh my God, what the fuck? Kai was relentless. He's an evil twerp, and I'm glad he's dead, and I'm sad he's dead. Kai was awesome. Number 5, Kai. Number 4 is Michael. Michael haunted the originals for 1,000 years, his own children. Now, there's some sympathy towards Michael. He lost his eldest daughter, so he pushed most of his kids to be fighters. He wanted them to be strong, except when they didn't be strong, if in case they didn't prove to be strong, he basically beat the shit out of them. And none of it was more apparent than Klaus. And if you all know Klaus from Vampire Diaries and Originals, you know why he's a monster. He is because his father beat him up when he was a little kid, all the way out until he became a vampire. So going through every single day abused by Michael, a man that beat up his own kid and then for 1,000 years hunted down his rest of the family, and even would kill his other children, even though they're his full-blooded children. Because that's the reason why also he was against Klaus, is because Klaus was not his real son. And Michael in some cases sympathetic, but Sebastian Roche, who I got autograph from, which I'm very happy I did, he does great as a villain. I mean, the way he says boy, it's just so freaking fantastic, and you just get drilled. This is the monster that hunts monsters. They call him a demon, for God's sake. I mean, this guy is vicious. And you had to see him in the Vampire Diaries in the original show because Sebastian Roche plays Michael beautifully. And Michael is just an evil, evil person. But there is understanding why he's like that. But my God, when he died and when his character dies or when he gets resurrected or dies and comes back, it's just always a treat to have him on, to me, to see him on the screen or on set, because that's just awesome. Number 4 is Michael. Number 3 is Dahlia. Dahlia appeared in original season 2. She was a fucking badass villain. I mean, my God, Dahlia, man, she does not take rejection too kindly. Not from her sister, not from her niece. No. She wants Esther's firstborn children and the firstborn before that. If not, you're gonna get out of her way. She is crazy. She manipulates. She don't care what she has to do. She knows she'll cut your throat and smile about it, but she prefers to be nicer. And in some cases, she's so paranoid that she thinks like, I'm actually a good person. Why are these people just not giving me this child? I earned this. It's part of the deal. I don't think I'm being unreasonable. But her murder and all this shit that she does, my God, Dahlia is just a freaking amazing villain. And Claudia Black, thank God, portrays her greatly. And my God, Dahlia was an excellent villain for the original season 2. I liked her. I loved her. Number 3. Number 1 and 2 go back and forth, but number 2 I'm going to give to Katherine. Here's the thing. Nina Dobrev as Elena, yes, you had to grow on the character a bit. At the first 3 seasons she was good, but later on she kind of gets stale. With Nina Dobrev as Katherine Pierce, no. Katherine is fucking awesome. Katherine is a great character. I mean, just like Klaus, I just love how, let me just say this, how Vampire Diaries Originals, how everyone who was born a monster is Dahlia technically created Michael technically created Klaus, and Klaus made Katherine into a villain, and Katherine made Damon as different kind of villains. And in some cases, this just whole cycle of abuse, or like one cycle of bad thing happens to another, and then to another, then to another, and it just keeps on and keeps going until someone's automatically hurt and destroyed and becomes a monster. And Katherine Pierce follows that decently. But what I love about Katherine Pierce, the same thing why Klaus is my number 1 favorite, is because they're both 2 characters that embrace who they are. They embrace being villains. They embrace being evil. They embrace taking advantage of people. They embrace the kill. They embrace everything what it means to be a vampire. They unleash it out. As Katherine said to be in season 4 of Vampire Diaries to Rebecca, that Klaus and her are the same. They thirst for power. We manipulate. We control. But they're alone and they hate it. They're so emotional that they hate to be alone, and for the rest of their lives they don't want to be alone. But they thirst for all that stuff. They're manipulative. They could be evil. They could show passions. They could show moments of goodness, and that's what makes them great characters. They're compelling anti-heroes in my opinion. Both Katherine, Pierce, and Klaus. And some days I switch. Today I like Katherine. Today I like Klaus more. Either way, Joseph Morgan and Neil Dobrev portrayed them as perfect villains, and they're my favorite of the Vampire Diaries and original villains. So yeah, everyone, that's my top 10 Vampire Diaries and original characters for the villains. Top 10 villains. But overall, subscribe if you like this, rate down the bottom, leave a comment down below, let me know. And release everyone, and signing off everyone. Day with everybody. Bye.